All right, so today we are doing section 8.1. It is a new unit and it has to deal with solids. So solids are like 3D shapes, kind of, okay? And then we're going to talk about volume, surface area, just kind of different things like that. So first we have to be able to name our solids, and the directions say there's different types of pyramids and prisms, identified by the polygon used as the base. Well, I couldn't find anything in my pantry that had a shape of a pyramid or prism, so let's just talk about what the difference between them. So on this page, there is a pyramid and then there's a prism. So try to see which ones are pyramids and which ones are prisms. Yeah, you got it. So this is a pyramid. Pyramid, 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 prism, 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 prism. How can you tell the difference? Okay, so the way you can tell the difference is by the tippy point. I don't know how else to explain it, but if it has like a point, then that is your pyramid. But then you also have to name it. This one, it does have a point here and vertices here, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so the first one is a prism. The way a prism is defined is you're going to take whatever there's two of, and they have to be parallel to each other. So this I could say, oh, it has a rectangular, it's a rectangular prism, okay? Because it makes a right angle from one base to the other base. This, we could say, is a circular prism, right? Because it's a circle, right angle to the other base, and it has to have two matching bases. All right, we don't call it a circular prism. This would be a cylinder, but anyways, you get the idea. Okay, so let's see if you guys get these right. The first one is going to be a pyramid or a prism. It is a prism, and then you have to figure out what the base is. So it's whatever you have two of, and this looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here, and the top one right there, this is a hexagonal prism. And the word prism or pyramid after it is really, really important. This one, students tend to get wrong all the time. It's whatever you have two of, and they are perpendicular to each other. So this, see how that makes a right angle to this one up here. So it is a triangular prism. Okay. This next one, pentagon. This one you could have said either one. You could have picked the bottom as the basis, so bottom, bottom, or you could have picked the sides as the basis. So this, either way, that's a rectangle, and this is a rectangle as well. I'm going to write in the words. I'm going to finish these up. You go ahead and write those also. Okay, so that was a pentagon, so a pentagonal prism, a rectangular prism, and you could have used the yellow ones as your bases, or you could have used the orange ones. Same thing. Same thing with this one. This is a square prism. If I use the bottom as the base, you could have also said this was a rectangular prism if you had laid it on its side. This one is a pentagonal prism. All right, the next ones are pyramids, and pyramids are just defined by their base. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is a hexagonal pyramid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a pentagonal pyramid. This is a square pyramid, and this is the one that we usually see when we think of a pyramid. And this is a rectangular pyramid. Okay, go ahead and write those answers in. Okay, so I hope you guys finished these. So that's a pentagonal pyramid, square pyramid, rectangular pyramid. And let me go back to this one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 sides. If you have 7 sides, what's the name of a 7-sided shape? Oh, tough one. Maybe. All right. That would be a heptagonal pyramid. Heptagon. All right. Who got that right? Okay. Nice. Good job. All right. So again, the whole point of this page was to know the difference between a prism and pyramids. Pyramids have like a tippy point top. Okay. So that's what. All right. Okay, the next, what we're going to do is we're going to be finding the volume and the surface area, and this is actually a little bit tricky. So you will end up having a formula sheet that will give you all of the equations, so you don't have to have them memorized, but you do have to know how to reference them. So you'll have some big sheet that has all your equations, and again, you just have to know, wait, what does the H stand for? What does the capital B stand for? What does the lowercase b stand for, and all of that stuff. Okay, so what we're doing today is let's go through some of these. So we have those formulas, all right, and we're going to try to do this first one. Let's see how it goes. All right, so the first part says name the right prism. Find the volume and surface area of each object. All we have to do is find this part here, but always start with the area of the base because that kind of determines a big part of the problem. So first, let's name it. What type of prism is this? Because our base is a rectangle, then it is a rectangular prism. Okay, area of your base, well, that's easy. The area of your base is a 13 by 4. So, and then just be careful with your units. So area of your base is 52 feet squared. I'm just going to put 52 and I'll do my units later. Okay, area is going to be units squared, and then volume is 3D. It's like holding something, so it's going to be units cubed. Let's see. So how do I explain this? Okay, volume is actually easier. Volume is going to be, if you have something like this, it's just the area of your base times however many high. So imagine that you had sticky notes, okay? And if I wanted to find the volume of this, what I would do is I would take the area of the base and then multiply it by how high, and that would give me the volume. So the volume is just going to be 52 times how high it was. So 52 times 7, 364, and that's going to be feet cubed. Surface area is a little bit trickier. Surface area, there is a formula for it. I won't teach you the formula. I'll tell you what it is later, but what I do is just, it's easier to think about it. Surface area was like if you were going to paint the entire box, every side on here. So what you do is you just add up all the sides. So this side is 52 on the bottom and top. So 52 times 2. Then I have the two sides over here. Well, the two sides, that's a 7 by 4. So 7 by 4 is 28. So I have a 28 and a 28 here. So that's 28 times 2. All right, so I've done the two tops and bottoms. I've done the two sides, and now I'm just missing the front and the back part. So the front is a 7 by 13. So 7 by 13 is 91. So I have the back and the front. So 91 times 2. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add all of these up. Let's see, make sure I got my numbers right. Okay, so use my calculator, added those up, got 342. Can't see it, but okay, so it's 342 feet squared. I'm going to make another video because if I make them too long, it has trouble uploading. So